Hi, everyone. I'm your host, Charlene Shirk, and welcome to Digital Champions, where we speak to some of the most innovative thinkers in the digital space. And joining us from Los Angeles, California, is Parris Gordon with Essential Web Studio. Parris, thanks so much for joining us today on Digital Champions.
Hi, Charlene. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it is our pleasure. Tell us what you do over there at Essential Web Studio.
So at Essential Web Studio, we are a full in-house digital marketing agency in which we build everything from websites to managing social media, brand designs, brand books, marketing strategies. You name it, we most likely do it.
And I love how you have on your website, and I'm going to let you finish the rest of what I'm going to tee up here. Your website is your face. Your branding is how
you see yourself, and marketing is how others are going to see you. Yes. I truly believe they all work hand in hand, honestly. A lot of companies may believe they can just thrive off of having a social media presence, but you need to have your website. That's your face. And then from there, your branding is really going to speak to how you view yourself. And then marketing is how everyone else is going to find out how awesome and how dope you are.
Yeah, and I love how you break that down, because it is so true, and that sometimes we can make it so much more complicated than it needs to be when we're explaining it to clients. But really, that does really help people kind of put it into those silos and those perspectives. Talk to us a little bit about when clients are coming to you, and it seems like you've broken it down well. What's their big pain point that they're coming to you? What are you seeing amongst your clients?
Well, honestly, what they come to me for and what I notice are honestly two separate things. Often they'll come to me and just say they want a website, or they'll come to me and ask me to manage their social media. But in all honesty, I believe most people lack a solid strategy that's going to help them meet their business vision. And that's why I like to drive home a lot of emphasis on the strategy, because before we take any step, even the first step, I like to build out a strategy and review that with the business owners and make sure we are on the same page before we even start our relationship down the road.
And what are some of the things that maybe questions you ask them or things you're looking for when you're coming up with a strategy? If someone is a business owner is listening to you right now and they're saying, what do you mean a strategy? What's a strategy? Break it down a little bit for them.
Right. So it can be a number of different things, right? Some people may be looking to hire new talent. Some people may just be looking for more brand awareness or for new followers. It's all contingent on the objective. And sometimes you can have multiple pathways running simultaneously. However, you want to make sure that we at least silo them down. And then from there, we can build a strategy for each, right? So based on if you're looking to do brand awareness, we can then search for your target audience, what kind of content you want to put out there, and the tone that we would like to use in said content. And then from there, we really start to build a flow. And honestly, sometimes, when we're not going to close every single client, but I still give them our strategy, which is an 8-step strategy, which I think can help anybody who's trying to build their brand and improve their marketing presence.
And as marketers and building out strategies, we always have to be very cognizant of changes in the marketing space, changes in the resources and tools that we have to get the word out. So we've all seen a lot of changes, in the last just couple of years alone. What do you have your eye on coming up in the next couple of years, or what are you trying to deal with right now that's maybe been a little disruptive to the way you execute your strategies?
One thing that really excites me is CTV ads. I know recently Hulu just came out with a platform which is going to allow small businesses to promote on their brand. And I think that's really awesome, to be able to get out there and do, new avenues that aren't just social media, that aren't just Google ads, is going to be what people tend to use every single day when they are in between their favorite show on Hulu. I believe that's going to, really change the game for a lot of businesses.
All right, Parris, we have about 30 seconds left. What's your best tip that you would give someone in developing their marketing strategy?
Ooh, okay. This best tip. Ensure that, everything you do is aligned with your objectives and your business vision. Once you have those nailed down, things tend to flow and be a bit easier for you to build out your plan. And so I would say just nail down your objectives and make sure they align with your business vision.
That is great advice, because sometimes you can get so distracted from the shiny squirrel that you get off brand or you get off
Right.
message. All right, Parris, thanks so much for joining
Right.
us today.
Well,
We really appreciate your insight and joining us today on Digital Champions.
thank you for having me, Charlene.
Our pleasure. And if you'd like to learn more about what they're doing over there at Essential Web Studio, you can check them out on dailyadbrief.com. I'm your host, Charlene Shirk. Thank you so much for joining us for this episode of Digital Champions, and we look forward to learning something new with you next time.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.